Right now at 6, the move to make sure every child in Wisconsin gets a free school lunch.
Plus, heating bills are going up. How much and when?
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. Well, as the temperatures drop, unhoused people may have fewer places to go. Especially with a new camping ban in place. News 8 Now's Grace Monk is in the newsroom with more tonight. Grace.
Ken and Emily, local warming centers are expecting more people to come this week as the cold weather settles in. While local warming centers usually operate at full capacity, they're expecting the demand to be higher this year following a citywide camping ban passed in August.
If you don't have a place to rest, if you don't have a place where you can go home, where you can sleep, what are you going to do?
Space is limited at Catholic Charities and the Salvation Army.
We have a maximum of 40 people that we can serve, so we're limited.
Capacity right now is 64 individuals.
As winter approaches, both nonprofits say their biggest concern is safety.
We think about frostbite, we think about deaths, we think about all the scary things that can happen when cold weather has its effect on a body.
Since they can't offer more places to sleep, they're finding other ways to help out.
We're expecting a lot of outreach. We're expecting for a lot of folks to approach us for food or even cold weather gear.
In order to provide resources, both groups say they need community support.
Without the community, we can do nothing.
Let's find ways to get together. Let's find ways to do outreach. Let's find ways to help folks that unfortunately right now may not have the resources to otherwise help themselves.
Both nonprofits are currently taking donations. We'll have links to our website. Ken and Emily?
All right, Grace, thanks very much.
Well, we have rain this evening, but the big news, Nicole, is that we do have a big gust of winds headed our way also.
Yeah, we have some gusty winds coming tonight with this second batch of showers that we're seeing passing through. We've had some good drizzle already this afternoon, but we're going to have another batch of some rain bands passing through that could be giving us some gustier conditions as we go into the late evening. Here we are on Sky Tracker again. That drizzle is going to keep passing through, and then once we get later in the evening, we could be seeing more moderate rain rates. Although as we get into early Tuesday morning, a lot of those showers are going to become a bit more scattered in nature, making us mostly dry for those morning hours, but you could catch a stray raindrop or two going into work in the morning. Otherwise, we should be remaining dry as we get into the afternoon for Tuesday. As far as rain amounts go, we're still looking at around 1 inch to 1.5 inches for much of the area, although once that second rain band comes in, it's not unlikely that some isolated areas could be seeing upwards of 2 inches, so a nice healthy dosage of some rainfall across the area. And then again, with those gusts tonight, we're going to continue to see breezy conditions throughout most of our week. Cooler temperatures are also on the way that could support the formation of a couple snow flurries later in the week, but I'll be able to break it down on all the details on whether or not we're seeing snow and how much snow we could see coming up in a little bit.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Nicole. A teenager is in custody after allegedly having a gun on school grounds. According to the Wood County Sheriff, a school staff member confronted a 17-year-old who was reportedly concealing a firearm and walking toward Auburndale High School. He admitted to having a gun in the trunk, but told deputies he had been teaching firearm safety over the weekend. He's held for possession of a firearm in a school zone. Official charges are not yet filed.
A man is in custody following a police pursuit. Monroe County Police stopped a car for speeding at 100 miles per hour on I-94. The driver led authorities on a 2-mile chase, then crashed. Authorities found 8.5 pounds of cocaine, roughly $300,000 worth of drugs. He faces 8 counts, including possession with intent to deliver cocaine and second-degree reckless endangerment. President-elect Donald Trump is adding a former Wisconsin lawmaker to his cabinet. Trump today nominated Representative Sean Duffy to be Secretary of Transportation. Duffy, a former prosecutor, represented the state's 7th district for more than 8 years. He's currently a Fox News contributor and co-hosts The Bottom Line.
Republican Senate candidate Eric Hovde has finally conceded. Democrat Tammy Baldwin was declared the winner over a week ago. She narrowly won 49% to 48%. At the time, Hovde, who lost by about 29,000 votes, questioned the results. Now he says getting a detailed review of all the ballots and their legitimacy would be difficult.
Local realtor and community leader Ellie McClune is running for mayor. She broke that news today at the Grandad Bluff Lookout. McClune took time to lay out her goals for the community. She listed staffing the police and managing homelessness as some of her main focus points.
Managing the drug situation will help to address the homelessness. I will push for a state detox center in the La Crosse area like the one on the east side of the state.
She also plans on tackling community safety, housing, and a vision for local tourism.
Well, some bad news at the pump. Gas prices are up. A gallon of gas in Wisconsin is now $2.83. That's up nearly 2 cents from last week. La Crosse and Onalaska report the lowest prices at $2.69. The national average is at $3.02.
We'll expect a higher heating bill this winter. That's the word from the Energy Information Administration. People in Wisconsin will see about a $7 jump. Meanwhile, Senator Tammy Baldwin said that Wisconsin is getting over $100 million in federal funding to help with heating bills. To apply, go to energyhelp.us.
The La Crosse Area Chamber of Commerce says the city's ports are benefiting the economy. The State of the Ports program today gave an update on both the La Crosse Regional Airport and La Crosse's ports on the Mississippi. Today, airport officials gave some updates on their efforts to bring another airline to the city. One representative says having a strong airport creates a boost for businesses.
It becomes more difficult when you're trying to attract and retrain business, because now if you have another competing city that has a lot of the same opportunities, that's just one more important tool and resource to market your particular community.
The second part of the forum turned its focus to the economic impact of water-based ports. They said 800,000 to 1 million tons of resources move through the local marinas each year.
Spirit Airlines has filed for bankruptcy protection. The airline says guests can continue to book and fly as normal. The company expects its common stock to be canceled and have no value. Spirit was left with little options as it faced mounting losses and $3.1 billion in long-term debt.
Viterbo University is receiving a $1.2 million grant.
How the funding will support local congregations. Up next.
$250 cash bonus available for new Ultra members ages 18 plus who open a new Ultra membership and a new A+ Platinum or A+ checking account in person at an Ultra branch. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCUA.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event. Time for exclusive offers on your favorite Ford trucks, including F-150, part of the best-selling trucks in America for 47 years. Ford F-Series. Get holiday ready with all-weather features that make life easier, like heated seating, a heated steering wheel, and remote start. Great deals on your favorite Ford trucks. That's how you get holiday ready. Get up to $88.45 in total savings or lease F-150 for just $399 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Ready? Okay.
You come alive in the dead of winter and start work early on snow days, because snowed in is not an option. The Kubota Snow lineup of compact tractors, RTVs, and versatile attachments are built to move, plow, blow, and thrive in the winter. So when the snow falls, you could rise to meet it.
Right now, receive 0% APR for 60 months and up to $2,300 off BX Series tractor packages. Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships in Menominee, Baldwin, Osseo, and Arcadia.
As your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we wear many hats. We take pride in serving our members and our community by going the extra mile in everything we do. Because we not only work here, we live here. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
We were out for a motorcycle ride, and all of a sudden a girl pulled out right in front of us, and the next thing I know, I woke up in the hospital.
I was alone and wondering how we were going to handle all of the medical bills.
We were referred to Schwebel, Getz, and Sieben because of their integrity and their great work that they have done before.
At Schwebel, Getz, and Sieben, the most important value of our law firm is our commitment to our clients.
I would recommend Schwebel, Getz, and Sieben to anyone that needs a personal injury attorney.
New Ultra members who open an A-plus checking or A-plus platinum account in person at a branch get a $250 cash bonus. That's right, get $250 cash for opening a new A-plus checking or A-plus platinum account with a $500 direct deposit. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life. Federally insured by NCU.
Well, the push is on to make sure every child in the state has access to a free school lunch.
Our own Allison Ferget is live in the studio with a breakdown. Good evening, Allison.
Ken and Emily, State Superintendent Dr. Jill Underly is asking that universal free school meals be included in the state budget. The proposal would give all Badger State students access to free school breakfast and lunch. Right now, to qualify for free school meals, a Wisconsin family of 4 needs to make $40,560 or less. But some kids are still slipping through the cracks. In La Crosse County, about a third of students who are food insecure do not currently qualify for free or reduced meals. Supporters say the program would create better equity in the lunchroom and it could have some positive academic effects.
Studies have shown that kids that are well nourished perform better on tests, perform better overall academically, have better attendance, and less behavioral issues.
The program comes with a $294 million price tag over 2 years, but Gasper says it's well worth the investment. Now, the Universal Free Meals program is just one part of the Department of Public Instruction's multi-billion-dollar budget request. Ken and Emily?
Allison, thank you. This is not the first time universal free school meals have been proposed in this state. Just last year, the governor included it in his biennial budget draft. It did not make the final budget.
Viterbo University was awarded a $1.2 million grant for programming to support local congregations. The grant is funded through Lilly Endowment's Thriving Congregations Initiative. It aims to strengthen people's relationship with God and their community. Funding will be given to congregations and leaders in the community interested in participating in the grant. Viterbo is one of roughly 250 organizations receiving funding through this initiative.
A national administration is investigating Ford.
Why they are taking a second look at 2 prior recalls right after the break.
And we could see some morning showers trickle into your morning commute. Otherwise, we're looking at a mostly dry Tuesday with a bit of a cool down coming up. We'll have all the details coming up right after the break.
We've done many renovations. We bought an old house and have made it into an up-to-date house. Whenever anything involves plumbing, the first call I make is to Maxwell White. Their technicians put together a great final product.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Get 0% APR on select 2024 Sierra 1500 models. That's over $6,400 total value, plus no monthly payments until next year.
Visit your best choice GMC dealer today.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
At Spectrum, we believe every day unlocks unlimited possibilities to bring you closer to the people and places you love. Spectrum transforms your gaming experience into a galaxy of adventures. And with the fastest, most reliable internet, you're always front row to the entertainment you love, no matter where you are. Get Spectrum Internet Premier for $30 per month when bundled plus a 3-year price guarantee. Call 1-833-440-0029. Spectrum Internet puts streaming live TV, sports, and popular apps all at your fingertips.
Maxwell White celebrates servicing the La Crosse Coulee region for 30 years. Much has changed, but not our commitment to you, providing local, honest, and quality plumbing repairs and solutions. That's Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is investigating 2 Ford recalls.
Yeah, the probes will look into whether more vehicles should be included in the recalls. One investigation involves seat belts. The other is over a sudden loss of power. The investigations come days after the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration announced Ford will pay a $165 million civil penalty.
And the regulator said Ford failed to recall vehicles in a timely manner after a probe into defective rear-view cameras that started back in 2020. Well, interesting morning today. I had to go to the dealership. There was a lot of fog. I could almost see like 50 feet in front of me around like 8:30 in the morning. And quite a change from yesterday when it was mild, the sun was shining.
Oh my gosh, picture perfect yesterday. Now it's raining and we've got a lot of wind headed our way as well, Nicole.
Yeah, it's going to get a little bit gusty in the next few hours. We did have that fog advisory out this morning, but I don't know. I'm a fan of the rainier days, so this is kind of right up my alley. I can understand wanting to have those sunnier days. Unfortunately, we don't really have a lot of those coming up in this week. With those wind gusts, we're going to see them around 30 miles an hour in the next few hours, but as that second rain band comes in that we saw earlier, we could be seeing gusts getting up to 40 miles an hour at times. Definitely something to be aware of if you're planning on heading out tonight. Those blowing winds alongside with those rainfall or that rain rate that we're seeing pick up a little bit could create for some visibility issues on the road, so definitely something to be aware of. Thankfully, those winds will calm down a little bit as we go throughout the evening, getting into more of a light breeze, although they'll kick right back up again as we go further into Tuesday afternoon, getting gusts around 30 to 35 miles an hour. And that's really going to be a trend going throughout the rest of this week as well. Breezy conditions are going to stick around, and we also have a cool down coming. Now, that's not going to come quite yet. Right now, we're actually at the lowest that we're going to be in terms of the next couple hours. We're going to be increasing in temperatures as we go throughout the night. Our high temperature is actually going to be reached in the middle of the night around 3 or 4 in the morning in La Crosse. In Eau Claire, getting up to 55 at 3 in the morning. And that's because these showers that we're seeing right now are coming with an associated warm front. So we have some warmer air moving in, but it's only going to be here for a day because we really have a pretty major cool down coming. That's going to give a little bit of a pattern switch as we go throughout the rest of the week. So that's where it's going to leave us going into Tuesday morning. Again, just a few lingering scattered showers as we go throughout the morning hours, but really we should be remaining dry for most of Tuesday going into the afternoon. After that, we'll continue to see temperatures dip back down. Again, our high is going to be reached in the middle of the night, and then temperatures are going to continue to fall all the way through Wednesday. As we go to supper time Tuesday, temperatures will be in the mid-40s, and that's really all because of that low pressure system. That's what's giving us those showers now, but as we go into Wednesday morning, it's going to track into northern Minnesota, and then we'll be on the back end of it where it's going to circulate some cooler air into the region that could support a few snowflakes flying around in the air. Now, as you can see, the snowflakes, or the snow I should say, is really light, very scattered as well. So while we could be seeing a couple snowflakes in the air, we're really not looking at much in terms of accumulation. There could be another band off to our east as well with some more wet accumulation, more of a wintry mix near Milwaukee. Really not really expecting too much in terms of snowfall in Wisconsin, at least. As we can see going through Thursday, we're really only seeing a trace in our area. A lot of the heavier stuff staying off into North Dakota, where that low pressure system is going to continue to give those snowflakes throughout the rest of the week. As you can see, the rest of the week, I mentioned not a lot of sunshine coming up. Maybe see some as we go into the weekend, but really a colder trend coming up once we get that colder air circulating in on Wednesday. We really don't have anything that's going to move it out. So while this looks cold, this is actually where we should be for this time of year. This is our normal temperatures, so we can't really complain too much, but it's going to feel a little bit cold because we haven't really had that yet this year.
It has been very mild, yes. All right, Nicole, thanks very much. Coming up next in sports, the Packers showed why extra effort can be the difference in a big win yesterday over the Bears. Plus, there will be a new signal caller for the Badger offense. Why Luke Fickell says now was the time to make a change. Jacob is next.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
It's so cold. I guess I should have called G&T Heating before the furnace went bad. Quite silly, really, with all the things that can go bad with a furnace. Plug vent, rust buildup, dirty flame sensor, the filter. Should have called G&T sooner. My fingers are freezing. They're numb. Oh, take my extra pair of gloves. Extra gloves?
It's that time of year again to get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days, where you'll find great offers on an efficient CR-V hybrid, spirited Accord hybrid, sporty Civic hybrid, and the all-electric Prologue. Don't wait. Turn your dreams into reality with a new Honda, named KBB.com's best overall EV and hybrid brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
If you have to ask why it's important to start your day early, here's your answer.
Enjoy an early morning with a sausage McMuffin with egg. Right now, get 2 for just $6.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
It was a law designed to change reading curriculum in Wisconsin schools. But over a year later, the funding is still frozen in the legislature. Tonight at 10, how schools are adapting and paying for the transition. Tonight at 10.
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob.
Well, the Packers avoided their first 0-3 start in the NFC North since 2005 yesterday with another win against the Bears that came down to the final snap. It was anything but a sharp performance for Green Bay, but for the 11th consecutive time, they found a way to get a victory over Chicago. There is a lot to take away from this performance, including many things to clean up, but the effort was apparent and specifically showed on the blocked field goal to seal the win.
Just the effort that we got on that last play. I always hear Coach Bisaccia talk about it. I mean, that defines the character of your football team by the effort that we're given on our field goal block unit, and you see great effort from our guys all the time.
Next up for the green and gold, the San Francisco 49ers, who have taken 8 of the last 12 against the Pack. A big change to the Badger football program yesterday as Luke Fickell announced that Phil Longo was fired as offensive coordinator after the 16-13 loss to Oregon back on Saturday. Wisconsin offense has really struggled lately, averaging just 12 points a game during their current 3-game skid. It's not an easy part of the job, says Fickell, but it's a move that just had to be made.
This is never something I ever envisioned doing or wanted to do, and especially doing it when there's still games to be played in a season. But felt like for all involved, and most importantly for our program and the kids in that locker room, what we needed to do right now was to move forward.
Now, Fickell says it will be a collaborative effort in who is play calling for the offense moving forward. After their top 10 win back on Friday at home over number 9 ranked Arizona, the Badger basketball team didn't just enter the AP Top 25 poll, they skipped a few spots as well. Wisconsin comes in at 19 today as they get ready for UT Rio Grande Valley tonight at 7 o'clock. John Tonje, who scored 41 against the Bearcats, was also named Big Ten Player of the Week, the first since Johnny Davis back in 2022. And today, the MLB announcing some awards from this past season. Paul Skeens named Rookie of the Year in the NL. The first starting pitcher to win the award since 2014. Jackson Chourio finishing third in the voting with 26 third-place votes out of 30. Chourio hit .275 with 21 home runs, 79 RBIs, and stole 22 bases in an exceptional rookie campaign with the Crew. Jackson Merrill finishing second. So lots of sports stuff going on around here, but the tough class for Jackson Chourio.
Absolutely. I mean, Paul Skeens looks like one of the best pitchers in baseball, so you get it.
Well deserving. But it's going to be fun to see what Chourio can do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll have another look at your forecast right after this.
Where there's a flooded basement, there's a solution. Where there are wet spots or musty smells, there's an answer. Where wood damage or dry rot is stealing home value, there's an expert. American Waterworks. For wet basements, wood damage, and effects of dry rot, American Waterworks professional crack repair, waterproofing, sump pumps, and vapor barriers provide long-lasting solutions to tough problems. Wherever moisture problems surface, there's an answer. American Waterworks. Schedule your free inspection and estimate today.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we've helped families get ready for Thanksgiving for generations. So as you prep for hosting, baking, and holiday travel, shop unbeatable deals on supplies to help you savor the season. Like 1-pound bags of pecan halves or pieces, just $6.99. This West Bend Versatility Cooker with tote, $29.99. 3 gallons of picnic turkey frying oil, only $39.99. Plus $100 instant savings on this 10-amp-hour DeWalt tool battery. Everything you need for Turkey Day for less. Only at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Come on, guys, smile. Hi, Mom.
Guess who's home? Okay, everyone smile.
On the chance that we do get enough snowfall to register on Wednesday, it would be right on time for our first average snowfall. Usually we get that towards the middle of November, so it's time, whether you're ready for it or not.
It's time.
Snuck up.
Thanks for joining us at 6.
We'll see you at 10.